Hi everyone! I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving and are still able to spend time with family and friends over Thanksgiving. Just want to do a little bit of a update on all my Japanese maple. I've been really disappointed with how they look. I've grown most of these from seedling, so I don't really know the variety since seedlings are not always true to form. These are the ones I still have in pots, but you can see since coming back from Thanksgiving, they've actually, the leaves have turned different colors, so it's actually giving me beautiful varieties of color and look and variations. I don't really know what they are, like I said, since they're all mainly from seedlings, but I thought I would go around the property so you can just take a quick look at them. This is basically what I'm doing in the fall time, taking a look at everything. Seedlings that have dropped in the ground, like just regular maple, I've looked around the property, just dug some up and transplant them where I would like for them to grow. But these guys I have in pots. Over here I have a couple more that are still in pots. Now these ones, colors aren't as brilliant as I like. It's just kind of dull Japanese maple looking. And then I put a whole bunch into the ground. It literally rained so much while we were gone that there's like pools of water everywhere and mud, mushy red clay mud. Over here is kind of where I put all the Japanese maple seedlings that I have. Hard to see because the color kind of blends into the ground. But here are a couple of variations here. Like I said, I'm sorry, but my Japanese knowledge is not very high up there. But I love Japanese maple just because they're so pretty. And all of these are basically seedlings that I've been able to get from friends, neighbors, and just basically have grown them. Some of them I've dug up just from little younglings. Look at this one. This one is so pretty. So I've had them all over the property. Let me go find another one and show you. So these guys are actually in the ground because I honestly don't know where I want to put them. I am going to put them in the Zen garden somewhere, but the Zen garden hasn't been developed yet. So that's still work in progress. So everything right now, as you can see, is in the ground, just growing until I can put it out into the landscape. Look at this pretty one, new growth. Isn't that pretty? Here is another Japanese maple that I planted into the ground. You can see, look at the beautiful color. It's really intense, and I love that. That's what that's what I would like to see in my Japanese maple. Here's a couple more. This one is not as intense as that other one previously, but they're all small, like 1 to 2 year old. Let me see. There's this really pretty one that I planted in the ground. Let me see if I can find it. But basically all of these are super small. They're not big and ginormous like what you would see at a store where it costs you a couple $100. These are just the tiny little ones that I have. So I am hoping that it will continue to grow and survive so that I can actually transplant them somewhere else. There is another one. This one's a little bit bigger. It seems to like its spot a little bit better. But you can see all the foliage. You got the burgundy to green down here. I mean, all of these come from one Japanese maple. So I really want the Japanese maple just to give you fall interest, spring interest, and of course summer interest is going to be all the flowers. There are there are just regular maples that I've actually just looked out in the field, and then I've transplanted, like this beautiful one right here. This is just a regular red maple I found in our forest. So the seedlings are throwing them off, and then they self-propagate. And then I come out and I grab the new growth and I plant them into the ground. Look at this one. This is all one plant right here. You can see all the variations of color. You got the deep, rich red color over here to the bright yellow. I've just never seen one on the same tree, but this one, it sprouted 2 trunks. Same root system, but you can see it almost looks like they're 2 different plants. But when I dug it up and I looked at it, the root system is the same. So if it actually is like this, this would be an amazing maple to have. So looking forward to that. And there are a couple more. Let me swing you over there. And here are a couple other ones that I've grown from seed. Of course, like I said, since I've grown them from seeds or that they've sprouted on their own, I don't know the variation. But look at that beautiful, stunning color. Isn't that awesome? Now, this is the yellow one, as you can see. Very pretty. Next to it is another one, more of a orange, pinkish color. This one's really sunset orange color. That's really pretty over there. So different variations over here. And these are all the seedlings that I have. Still growing in the ground because I don't really know where I want to put them right now. These 2 I found out in the wild. Look at this one. This one's so pretty. And then this one, sad to say, it was in the root and I was too rough on it and I split it. But look at this color. Isn't that beautiful? The color is stunning. So imagine if you have rows and rows of just maples and Japanese maples throwing off color and playing off of each other. Wouldn't that be amazing? I've never tried it from cutting before. So technically, I guess I could try to propagate this from cutting, but I've got so many right now that I've just planted everything in the ground. So here you can see the variation on the back side. And then, oh, let me show you this Japanese maple over here. So what I've done is just plant variations of all Japanese maple along the bank where the Zen garden is. So basically it will surround my Zen garden. I always think that the Japanese maple would be an amazing specimen. So like here's the driveway coming in and I have all the Japanese maple, hydrangeas, and regular maple just flanking this area here. All the way to this side over here. And then eventually when we build the shed into a barnuminium, this whole area will be the Zen garden. On the opposite side are where I've planted other Japanese maple as well. So this whole entire circular formation over here will be full of Japanese maple, kind of like what you see now with all the pine trees. But instead of pine trees, like right along the edge here, you'll see Japanese maple as it grow. Those trees, we're going to rent a mulcher and then mulch all these trees down, integrate it into all the soil and the dirt and the fertilizer. Look at this beautiful one. So this is another one that I just dug up. So a great way to get some more cuttings, you guys, free cutting. Go to a neighbor's house, you know, even in your neighborhood, you definitely, there's people that have flowers that goes to seed. You never know what you can find that is growing. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? I like how the feathery look of the Japanese maple in this one. I definitely have a variety of Japanese maple, and I wish I was knowledgeable like Mr. What is it? The Mr. Maple show. I can't remember what the show is, but there is one on YouTube, and that's all they do is talk about Japanese maple, and I get so much of my knowledge and information from them. But since these are seeds, I have no idea what they are, but I just love the way they look, so I'm all in it for the looks. So all of these are maple. One is just regular, and one is Japanese. And then, hopefully in the springtime, I'll be able to show you guys the Japanese magnolia when it's in bloom. I have quite a few that are dormant right now. And then they push out in the springtime, all their flowers. And then once the flowers are done, then all the leaves come out. Look at that super yellow chartreuse color. That's pretty impressive on this camera. Anyways, that's what I do for fall time. I just look around, see what I can do, grow, root, just to get ready for springtime when I can actually plant again. I hope you guys are having a great day. And again, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you get to spend time with family and friends. God bless everybody. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.